Hi guys, welcome back to Ian on TV. Once again, this is Ian and we're going to having a review for an HG kit that is hard to find, which is the Super Zaku from the Gundam series Gunpla Builders. So before we start guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on my channel. It's Ian ang TV. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching. Have a nice day. Standing in front of us is the super custom Zaku F2000 from the anime Gunpla Builders beginning G. So as we can see here guys, we have a nice chunky Zaku with a nice touch of purple, violet, and a navy blue with it. This is not the usual Zaku, but as you can see here guys, got chunkier, it got beefier, it got some armaments that can do or can fight heavy arms side by side. And for me, this Zaku is one of the coolest kit that I have ever seen from the line of the Gunpla Builders, or I should say this is one of the awesome mono-eyed kit that I have ever seen because of its design. But if you try to remove this part, as you can see that he's not that chunkier or beefier on this part, and I suddenly remove this part, so let me just fix it. Looking from the perception of a good kit, we still have some negative things on this one. So we have this marks on this navy blue areas of the kit. As you can see here guys, we still have a problem on these parts because of the num marks, so I need to clean this one because I'm trying to customize the paint again because I'm not quite happy with the plastics that they use in this kit. So for a 2010 kit, or I should say it's 11-year-old kit, I should say this is nice and very good. But for the plastic that they used, I think they're still having improvement for this one. And aside from that, this kit is quite a rare kit. So if you're going to find this one here in the Philippines, I should say if you find one of these kits, you might buy this in a very expensive price. So from the front, so we can see here guys, we have a nice engineering and molds from the front, from his body down to his side skirts and front skirt, going to his knees, and from the side of his legs. From the right side, we have here a nice moldings with his missiles from his shoulder pads and from this part of his forearms. They retained some parts of it. And then from the back side, we have this huge and awesome burners and backpack, and we have this beautiful back skirt from the Zaku F2000. And going to the side, we still have the same right side shoulder armor, but they added an additional features, which is this I don't know if it is a turret or a rifle, but I should say it's a cool one or a cool addition to his weaponries. So for the accessories that we have here the shield. We have this small shield that can't block his whole body. And as you can see here, guys, we have the shoulder armor from the previous Zaku. So you can still build the usual armor from his left hand, but I prefer this one. And this armor is quite small for his big and chunky body. So we can put this shield at the back of his backpack like this, and we have that shield. It's a perfect addition on his arsenal, but I should say it's not that useful from the fighting, and it's too small. That's all I can say with that shield. So we have here the pole axe, and together with this one we have the holding hands for the pole axe. So we have a nice beam effect from the pole axe that we can deploy on the left side of his arms like this. So this is a quite big and good pole axe that we have from the Zaku F2000. And then we have some extras here, and it doesn't show on the manual that we can use this beam tomahawk, but we can put it here from the side. So there's a peg here, and there's a hole from the side skirt, so we can put it in here like that, and we have a beam tomahawk on this side. Next, we have two sets of rifles here. So we have the usual rifle from the Zaku, and we have a new mold of rifle from, I don't know what Gundam series it is, but it's quite modern rifle than this one. So we have this holder from his backpack that we can deploy from the back like this. So we have here the rifle. We should put it like that. And then from the other side, like this. And there we go. We have a nice rifle from the back that he can use using his sub arms like this. Same on the right side. So for additional manipulators that we have this right side open or expressive manipulator, and then we have this holding hand gun or holding hand for the guns on the left side. And then we have here the stickers. So it's a nice move from Bandai that they only use a small amount of stickers, which is the mono eye that we use from his head or head camera. And then we have this the Xeon logo that we should put it in front of the shield, which is deployed at the back of his backpack. Additional on that, we still have some additional parts that we can use from the Zaku, but I prefer using that one since this is the right head from the Zaku. So we have this additional Zaku head. So this is from the regular Zakus, and this one is from the commander type of Zakus. And then from this part, we still have this part of the Zaku that this is the usual part that we can see in front of his body. So let me just focus on this one. So that's it. But we can't use this one because they have a new mold for his body. So for the articulation that we are going to have here from his head, we have this minor movement from his head, since this part of his body blocks the movement from his head, and this tube is colliding with this part of his body, so we can move it from side to side, and a small movement on his head. From the part of his head camera, we have this movement down here on this part, so we can move it side to side, so we can have a additional movement from his monoid. And we have a ball joint that can't move properly because it's too deep. They put this double ball joint too deep, so we can't move the Zaku properly. And then we have here from his arms, we have a movement from his so we have a movement from his shoulder armor. So we have an additional part here from his right side shoulder armor. So we have a peg and a polycap here, so we have a movement like that here. And then from his arms, he can't raise, or he can raise his arms up to that extent. You can move it freely 360 degrees. And we have a jointed elbow, a movement from his manipulators 360 degrees, so we have a ball joint here. From the left side of his armor, we have here the armor here. We have a movement from the armor like this and like that. So we have a peg or 3mm peg here going to a 3mm hole. For his elbow, same on the right side. Manipulators, same. We have a ball joint. And then from his side skirt, we have a minimal movement on the side skirt. And a movement from his front skirt like this and like that. So we have a movement and nice attachment of the front skirt for the Super Zaku. Going to his back, we have a steady back skirt, so we don't have any movement on this part. From his backpack, we have a minimal movement from his burner, so we can up and down, same on this side. So from this other two, we don't have any movement, so this only are steady. And for the sub arms, we have a movement like this and like that, and going up to that full extent, and going down. We have a 360 degrees movement supposedly, but since the weapons block the movement, so we can do the 360 degree. Let me just check if we can do this on this one. Yeah, we can do this on this part of his weapon. So you can see we have a 360 degree here from his sub arms. Going back here for the legs, we can do a kicks up to that extent, and going back up to that extent as well. So we have a minor swivel from this part of his legs, or I should say we have a 360 degree movement on his legs on this part. A movement from his knee joints like that. And we have a movement on his feet, front and back, like that. And we have a minor swivel side to side. So that's it for the articulation. So if you're going to ask me if you're going to buy this kit, I should say you should take it, because this is one of the coolest and awesome Zaku mono-eyed kit that I have ever seen. So before we end, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on my channel. And thank you for watching my videos and supporting on my channel. See you on my next vlog and have a nice day. Goodbye.